Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to another lecture of English language for class 5th. In the previous two lectures, we were discussing about the first story in your textbooks, that was The Shoemaker and the Elves. In the last lecture, I gave you the task to write down the meanings of all the difficult words from the text in your neat notebooks. And also, I gave you the task to write the answers of first 4 questions in your exercise. Today we will be continuing the exercise. So let's begin with the great name of Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficial. I hope you all have done your work that I have given you in the last lecture. Now the further task that I am going to give you is that you have to complete the exercise. So we will be going towards the question number 5th on page number 12 of your textbooks. The question is, how did George and Kelly's life change? What did they do to find out who made the shoes? Now the question is that the George and Kelly's life, how did the George and Kelly's life change? We have discussed that George and Kelly, they were poor and they did not have enough money to buy the leather for making further shoes, and they did not have money to buy the good food like meat or potatoes. So they used to eat cabbage for weeks and weeks. So how did the George and Kelly's life change? That happened one night when George decided that he will complete the shoes next morning, and he went to sleep. But as he woke in the morning, he saw that the pair of shoes was already made, and it was the most splendid and wonderful workmanship he has ever seen in his life. So he sold those shoes for about 25 marks. Marks was the name of the currency of that area a long time ago. So when he sold those shoes, he was able to buy leather for further 6 shoes, and he bought the leather. The next morning he saw again that the shoes were already made, and he sold those shoes for more extra money, and that's how their life changed and they became rich. What did they do to find out who made the shoes? Now they were in a doubt that who could have done this and who could have made the shoes. So what did they do was that one night they made a plan that they will wake up all night and they will see that who comes and make the shoes for them. So when one night they were waiting for that person to come and to reveal to them that who was there making the shoes for them throughout that time. So they were hiding behind the door, and they saw that the elves came and they started making the shoes. The next question is question number 6. Why were the elves helping the shoemaker? Now, what was the reason the elves were helping the shoemaker? That was because once the Bart, who was that was the name of one of the elves, he went to the George's shop, and there he asked for food because Bart was hungry, and George he did not have enough food himself to eat. But what did he do was that he gave half of his cabbage, half of his meal, or half of his food to the elf. That his name was Bart, and they were so impressed by his generosity, by his good heart, that he started making shoes for him, and they started helping George just because of his kind-heartedness and his generosity. So you have to write down the answers of these 2 questions as well, along with the 4 questions that I gave you in the last lecture. Now the question number 7 is, who said this to whom? Now you have to just write down the names of the person who said this dialogue. He is a nice man with a good heart. You have to find out in the textbook that who said this dialogue, whose dialogue is this, and you have to write that person's or that elf's name in front of it. Oh, kind shoemaker, how much are these fine shoes for? This is being said for by one of the customer, and you have to write the name of the customer. Then who said this? 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and things are very awful. You have to write down about the person who said. Then we have question number 2. What is the main idea of the play? You have to explain it. I have explained this in the last lecture, that what is the main idea. The main idea of this story is that no matter how much food you have, no matter how much money you have, the main thing is that you have to keep helping the ones who need your help. As George in this play, George, he did not have enough food, but even then he gave half of his food to Bart, who was the elf. So the main idea, or the main theme, or the main purpose of the story is that you have to keep helping the people who need your help, because the reward you get for helping others is for a long time, and you can be rewarded for that help for a very, very long time. You can write the answer on page number, you can see on the page number 11, the last paragraph, where the narrator has explained the main theme, or the main idea, and he says that the universe works in magical ways to help kind-hearted and good-natured people. The people who are very good-hearted and the people who are very kind-hearted and good-natured, what happens to them is that the universe, the world, the people around them and the things around them, they keep rewarding them for their help to other peoples. And it is not about what you have, it is about what you can give to the world. Now the main thing is that it doesn't matter what you have, the thing is that what you can give to the people. If you cannot give anything to someone, if you cannot give food to someone, if you cannot give money to someone, at least you can help them in their work, at least you can give them good advice. So it's not about what you have, it's about that what you give to the world, what you give to the people who need your help. And if you help someone, you will be rewarded for this, and the kindness goes a long way. If you help someone, you will be rewarded for that kindness in this world and hereafter as well. And if you help someone, you will be rewarded again and again for that thing. I hope all questions are clear. So you have to write down all these questions. You have to write down the answers in your notebooks. Now we will move towards the wordsmith on page number 13 of your textbooks. Here we will be discussing about the similes. Now similes, what are the similes? They are it is one of the figure of speech, right? Whenever you say something in the English grammar, similes are one of the most significant and important things that we use, especially when we want to compare something with if you want to compare a person or a place or a thing with something else. For example, we will first discuss it generally. For example, if there is a student in the class and that student is very bright, he is very intelligent, so the teacher usually uses this simile, and that is that this student is the shining star of the student is like a shining star of the class. That student is a human being. That student is not a shining star, not a star that is in the up in the sky. That is only a simile. The teacher is comparing that student, that he or she is bright, he or she is intelligent. So it is like a bright shining star. So it is only a comparison that is being made to that person. So what is a simile? A simile is a comparison between two different things. Now there are two different things. For example, as I gave you the example of a student. Now student is a human being, right? It is different, and a star is a very different thing. So when you compare two things, you make a comparison between two different things. It is used to state that a person, place or thing is like something else, and we used to say this when we want to say that this person or this place or this thing is like something else. For example, if I say that the water is cold as ice. Now the water is liquid, it's not in this solid iced form, but if it is cold to the extent that I feel the shiver by touching that water, so I would say that this water is as cold as ice. If we say that, for example, if there is there is some things in the summers we usually see that outside the floor is too hot. So what we usually say that it's hot as the floor is hot as the fire, right? So the floor is solid thing, it's made of marbles, right? But the fire is something else. So we compare two different things like the floor and the fire, and we make a comparison, and we give the one quality of that thing. For example, if I say that the water is as cold as ice, now what is the quality of the ice? That ice is too cold, right? If I say that the floor is as hot as fire, now what is the quality of fire? Is that it is extremely hot, right? Now if we say that a person is like a lion, if you can see the example here is that she is as brave as a lion. Now what is the quality of a lion? That lion is brave. She is also brave, and her comparison of one of the quality is compared to the quality of something else for whom that quality is very famous. Now if we say that she is as brave as a lion, now what is the quality of the lion? Is that lion is very brave, it is very famous, and it is very and the lion is known for his bravery. So she is as brave as a lion, she is also brave, lion is also brave. Now lion is known to lion is very much known for his bravery. So her bravery is compared to the bravery of a lion, and we say that she is as brave as a lion. The second is her smile is like an angel. Now angel, definitely, if we have never seen an angel, but we say that angel smile is very good. So her smile is like an angel. When she smiles, she looks like an angel, so her smile is like an angel. He is as cunning as a fox. Cunning means sharp, intelligent, right? So fox is known for the quality of its being cunningness. So he is as cunning, he is also cunning, and the fox is known for its quality that fox is also cunning. So he is as cunning as a fox. Now the comparison is being made between a girl and a lion, two different things but sharing the same quality. Now here the comparison is also again made between a girl and an angel, two different things but sharing a same quality. Now here again it is that he, a boy, is compared with the fox, and fox is an animal. They are again two different things but they are sharing a same quality. So when there is the comparison of two different things that they are sharing the same quality, that is known as a simile. Now the simile is that how do we know that if this phrase is a simile or not? It's very simple to know, because that we use the words like and as in the sentences. So wherever you see a phrase or a sentence where the words like as or like are being used, it is known to be the simile. Now your task is, so now you can see that you have been given a word box here, and you have to write down the words in these blanks from this word box, and you have to fill the blanks which you think are the most appropriate, defining the qualities that are being given in these blanks. Now the word box has the words like feather, peacock, bird, rock, lightning, pancake, daisy, tortoise, bee, and hills. Daisy is one of the flower, and the pronunciation of this word is not tortoise but it's tortoise. So you have to practice the pronunciation of this word as well, and you can find its pronunciation on the internet, on the Google as well. So we will be doing these. We'll go through all this for once, and then you can solve these. Number first is steady as a dash. Now steady means that firm or fixed. So what could be in these all words that fills this blank most appropriate? So as steady as a rock, right? So rock is the word you have to write here, because rock is steady, it is firm, and it is fixed. Number second is as proud as a dash. Now peacock is known to be a very proud animal, so we say that as proud as a peacock. Third is as old as hills. Now hills are, of course, they are very 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 old landforms, right? So we say that if something is very old, we say that it is as old as hills. Number fourth is as quick as. Now you have to see what could be the best appropriate word to fill in this blank, and what you think that could be quick. Now feather cannot be quick, of course. Peacock is not quick. Bird is also not that quick. Rock is steady, it is firm, it is fixed. Lightning. Now lightning is known to be very quick and fast. Then is as free as a bird. The birds are free, they fly high above in the earth, high above in the sky. So the birds are called to be free. As light as. Now feather is very light, its weight is very very light, so we say that as light as a feather. As fresh as a daisy. Daisy is a flower. As flat as a pancake. Now pancakes are very flat, so we say that it is as flat as a pancake. As busy as a bee. Now bee is known to be very busy, a busy insect, because it works very hard. It gets the pollens from the flower, and then then the bees makes the honey. So they are usually very busy in their work, so we say that this person is as busy as bee, or we can say that this city is as busy as bee. So the thing that is very busy, that is bee. So being busy is the quality of a bee. As slow as a tortoise. Now tortoise is known to be a very slow animal, so we say that this person is as slow as a tortoise. So we will explain, we will revise once more what the similes are. So similes are that when two different things having two different qualities, for example, a human being is compared with the animal, right? Here a human being is compared with the animal, so the human being, this is different and this is different, so two different things are compared with each other, but they both share the same quality, and that quality is that she is brave and lion is also brave. So when we compare two different things who are sharing the same quality, we say that this is a simile. So you have to write down all the words here. Your task is that you have to find out some of more similes apart from these. You can find out at least 7 to 8 more similes, and you have to write down those similes in your neat notebooks. You also have to learn the definition, and you also have to try to learn these similes as well, and try to find out 7 to 8 more similes. I hope this is all clear for today. We will be doing further exercise in our next lecture. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.